huh? Gotta give them room. Yep.
So let's go on this side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've left stuff by the camp, the sun line, please remove it. We need to have that stuff removed. Thank you.
I love this place.
Yeah, I'm on TV.
On TV here.
Go, Faye! Way to go, Faye! Come on, Raiders! Yeah, Raiders, you got this! Keep it up, you guys!
Hello everyone, welcome to South Metro Sports. Today we have girls and boys cross-country event here at the Nicollet Commons Middle School in Burnsville, Minnesota. 10 schools taking part in this JV and varsity event here in the South Metro. The 10 schools participating. Just in the boys class we have Minnetonka and Richfield, and in the girls class we just have Eastview. And then for both boys and girls we have Eagan, Forest Lake, Patrick Henry, Northfield, Bloomington Kennedy, Burnsville, Minneapolis South, and Lakeville South. We've already seen the girls event start, and the boys event is just getting underway as well right now. The boys event should actually start here in roughly 20 minutes. I apologize for that. So girls started at 3:50 today. At 4:20 will be the boys JV, and then at 5 o'clock will be combined boys and girls varsity event. A fairly long course that they have here at the Nicollet Commons Middle School. They have a total of 3 laps they complete. The first lap is a shorter distance, and then the second one is a full lap around this field. And then they cross the finish line about halfway throughout the entire course. To the winners today, the top 10 in varsity, both for girls and boys, win a free t-shirt. Top 5 for JV also win a t-shirt as well as a trophy and a plaque for the first place varsity team. So you can see here, first lap completed for the girls. So they still have 2 laps to go. You can see the different groups of girls running, usually throughout their teams. Look like a total of probably about 60 to 70 JV players in this one. As here we can see the leaders. Looks like Lakeville South is leading, followed by Eastview as they make the round for completing their second lap. There you can see our leader from, it looks like Lakeville South, just finishing the bootleg portion in her second lap, followed by Eagan and Eastview. Going into the back of lap 2 through the last bootleg, you can see them on screen running towards Civic Center Boulevard. They're halfway now through lap 2. Remember, 3 laps total. Lakeville South still out in front, starting to gain about a 30-foot distance from Eagan, who's in second. Eastview third. And they're starting to pull away here.
next loop, they're going to come right through here. Coming right through here. Next time, thank you.
Just jump into the front and be like,
You can see the golf cart leading and then the runners behind it. Looks like Eagan has now taken the first and second spot as they finished the second bootleg throughout, I don't know if you could call it a forest, but through a group of trees. Kind of a blind sight for us here on South Metro Sports as they complete to finish lap 2. One more lap for the JV varsity girls. In roughly about 10 minutes, the JV boys will start here. As you can see the distance there, roughly 20 yards of a difference, and then quite a bit of a difference back then to Eagan as well. And now Lakeville South falls to 3rd, Eastview back to 5th. As we see the golf cart and the first runner from Eagan coming into picture here, entering the first bootleg around here. You want to get off me for a second? You can see the 3rd place runner right there from, looks like from Eagan. And you can kind of see how they're definitely spreading apart. There's your top 3. Looks like all from Eagan right now as they are halfway through the first boot leg of this. Call it a bootleg because it's, well, shaped as a boot. Kind of go down one side, circle around, and then come back up. Here at Nicollet Middle School, kind of a hilly course for sure. A lot of up and downhill through some trees. Great course here for in the South Metro for cross country. As you can see, the golf cart speeding up here a little bit. It looks like this Eagan runner is definitely picking up the pace as she starts the large hill climb here at the Nicollet Middle School course as they begin to run by. And when you go uphill, now you get to go downhill. So she will almost halfway through her 3rd and final lap as Eastview continues to hold the top, Eagan continues to hold the top 3 positions out here today. Here's Lakeville South now in 4th place, led the first 2 laps and kind of ended up losing the lead through the final forest bootleg in the end of the second lap. And then rounding out your top 5. Looks like we have a runner trying to make out the school here. Looks like from Northfield. Rounding out your top 5.
Time, JV boys.
Yeah, I packed to take with my team. You guys head this way a little bit. That's the finish lane right there. So that side or this side? Over there or over here? You're kind of right in the middle of it. Yep, no problem. So, sir, I think you might get clipped there a little bit. There you go.
You can see the finish here as they start to finish there. I believe those are 2 runners from Forest Lake. As we wait for the finish. There we just see completed 2 of the Eagan players and just into frame. 3rd place for Eagan as well. Taking all 3 podium positions. Top 5 get a t-shirt, a plaque, and a little trophy. Looks like Northfield comes in 4th, and Lakeville South finishes 5th and 6th. Eastview 7th. Lakeville led the first 2 full laps of this race and ended here. That's the top 7. Looking for our 8th and 9th place finishers coming into frame here shortly. You can see them running throughout the group of people. Looks like 8th place is Northfield as well. Eagan again for 9th. And 10th place, another Lakeville South. So those are your top 10 finishers here. Looks like 11th was Minneapolis South. Another Eagan for 12th and 14th. Eagan definitely dominant here today, taking the top 3 podium positions and 6 of the top 12 overall finishes here today. As the rest of the runners for the girls JV complete their final run. All right, and that does it here for the girls JV round. A couple runners finishing up around the course you might notice. We are roughly about 15 seconds away from boys JV starting here at Nicollet Middle School here. It's the boys and girls cross country invitational here in Burnsville, Minnesota. As you hear the whistle, waiting for the start, and they are off. Big group of JV boys starting here. Looks like we have roughly 80 to 100 runners starting here. And it looks like, to start off, a dead heat between Eastview and Eagan, as they're gonna get ready to make the first corner. As you can see, the golf cart here as they get ready for their first turn. As they are making their very first round, you can see they do a total of 3 laps. The first lap is
Keep this lane
the
clear.
shortest distance around the
People
track.
still coming.
They skip the very first bootleg around, going between these trees here. Large group of the boys runners here. We probably have almost 200 runners here today just for the JV alone. Once again, we have 10 schools participating in the JV round for the boys: Minnetonka, Eagan, Forest Lake, Patrick Henry, Richfield, Northfield, Bloomington Kennedy, Burnsville, Minneapolis South, Lakeville South, and Eastview. So, excuse me, we have 11 schools at this one. As you can see, the leaders there. You can see the leaders here, currently starting with Eastridge, it looks like, is the leader. But they are neck and neck as they complete halfway through their very first lap. You can see the golf cart leading the group of JV boys running. A great crowd on hand for parents and everyone involved to be able to come check out this event today as they make the far round and go into the final bootleg to finish up the very first lap. You can see here Cougars in the lead. Shoulder and shoulder here for a second. Followed by that in the blue, Minnetonka taking the next 5 spots. As you see a big group of them, this is the start of the second lap. So they're making the turn. So as they finish up this first part of the bootleg here on lap number 2. Now they are going to, once they come around the corner here, right at the corner of 143rd and Nicollet Avenue, you'll see them start doing the first main hill climb of the course. Definitely a rigorous course for cross country. Lots of climbing hills and running through around some trees and different obstacles. As we can see the leader there, followed by 3 players of the Cougars. As they approach halfway through their second lap. There you see our leader coming in to start his third lap. Looks like a Cougar from the Lakeville South team. Once again, this is the boys JV event for the cross country invitational here in Burnsville, Minnesota at the Nicollet Middle School. Roughly probably 150 to 200 kids in the JV event of this event. And you can see the distance there, pulling ahead by about 70 yards from second to the third. Third is Minnetonka, fourth back to the Cougars, and fifth goes to Eagan. As you see, it's now become single file as they start their third lap. You can see the leader here entering the bootleg here on the third lap. Following the golf cart, and we'll try to see, you can see the distance all the way to second, almost 100 yards now. You can see a group of 3 runners. Looks like second and third is from Minnetonka. Fourth, again, one of the Lakeville South Cougars. Fifth goes to Eagan. Sixth goes to Minnetonka. Seventh is Eagan. And then eighth, ninth, and 10th is Minnetonka, and then 2 more Cougars. So Cougars and Minnetonka currently holding the top 4 positions and 8 of the top 10 positions. As you can see them circling all the way around. As you can see the golf cart doing the hill climb. The last hill climb for the leader. As we're a quarter way through his third and final lap. Now goes downhill and into the trees. And there you see the completion here for the JV as he makes the home stretch. From Lakeville South, the Cougars are going to take the victory here for the JV. It's going to win by a pretty substantial margin as we wait to see the second runner coming through. A few fist bumps and a t-shirt he's going to win for the boys and girls JV. Winners will get a t-shirt and a little trophy and plaque. Looks like Minnetonka finished second, and then fourth they're going to have another Cougar finish. You can see these runners really pushed it here at the end. And some of the runners definitely made up some distance here at the very end on that last push coming out of that second bootleg. You can see Cougars, Eagan, Minnetonka coming in, taking the majority of the top couple of spots as we continue to see the runners come in, and roughly 150 to 200 runners here in this boys JV class. That's why they split up the girls and the boys. And we'll see them finishing up the course here, and we'll prepare for the combined girls and boys varsity event coming up here in about 15 minutes.
quick! Come on, Sky! Let's go, Julian! Come on, Miles! I'm sorry. No, 50, 50. I was going to say, it's kind of
And here's the start of both the boys and the girls of varsity running for the cross-country event here. This is the Nicollet Middle School here in Burnsville. This is the cross-country invitational. They announced that it was going to be boys and girls together, but it looks like this might just be the girls running right now to start. And then I believe the boys will start here just a couple of seconds behind the girls. You can see the leader coming into frame here. The very first run, very first lap, you can see Burnsville in the lead as they do the shortcut the first time around. Making that first turn as she has a strong, I would say about 70-yard distance over second place of Minnetonka, who's in second and third, followed by fourth and fifth, who are the Lakeville South Cougars. Roughly about 50 runners here in the girls' start. I'm guessing the boys are going to start here in just a couple of seconds. You can see the leader coming around the side here to finish halfway through the first lap. So you can see the runner halfway through her very first lap. 3 laps total around this course. Beautiful day out here in Burnsville and a great crowd. You can see her coming around as she has a substantial lead of well over 100 yards so far. Burnsville, a runner from Burnsville, as we await the start of the boys' varsity feature here at the Cross Country Invitational. And here's the start for the boys. Start roughly about a minute after the girls. Big group of the boys running here, probably about 100 runners, as they start to make their first of 3 full laps around. Looks like Burnsville's leading the top 3 positions, followed by Minnetonka. Great start for Burnsville here. Burnsville not finishing in the top 20 at all in both the JV rounds of boys and girls, but taking a strong lead here for both the girls and the boys right now. We'll kind of jump back and forth with our cameras showing the boys and the girls racing. Obviously 2 different classes here. There you can see the girls here as she is working to finish her first lap out of 3. You can hear the cheers and the claps by the fans in attendance here as she completes her first lap. Then you can see halfway through the first lap are the boys. Burnsville leading the first 3 positions here. So they make their rounds Five girls here. And as she enters her bootleg into her second lap, with a very substantial lead for this runner. Let's see if we can, the second runner's not in frame yet. Let's see the distance between Burnsville and the second runner. Probably a 300-yard difference all the way back to second and third. Fourth and fifth, you can see Eastview is in the blue. Looks like Lakeville South in the maroon. Says we there you can see the boys running here at Burnsville leading the top three positions. So boys are are finishing up their first lap as we are back to the girls now. Burnsville with a demanding lead of probably 400 yards now ahead of second as she climbs the hill and goes around. And now back down the hill. And here's the boys finishing their first lap. As we can see that second group of girls now just starting their hill climb. Led by, looks like Eastview for first, and then a battle for third between Eastview and Lakeville South. As they make the hill climb and back down the hill. Once again, there's the girls leader. It's a very large lead, probably almost 500 yards now, as she continues to pull away from this pack. She is just about halfway through her second lap. As the boys now start to enter the bootleg for the very first time on their second lap, you can see Burnsville, the leader here, roughly about 50 yards back. Will be second and third for boys, also from Burnsville. There's the leader, just completing halfway through her second lap. We noticed roughly about 50 girls in the race for varsity and about 100 boys in the race for varsity. We have 11 schools here total. Most of them are boys who are competing here today. So for both boys and girls, we have Eagan, Forest Lake, Patrick Henry, Eastview, Northfield, Bloomington, Kennedy, Burnsville, and Minneapolis South. Then you can add Richfield, Minnetonka, and the Lakeville South, who are just competing in the boys group here today. You can see as their leader changes here for the boys, still stays as Burnsville. Now leads here 1 and 2. Also 3 here for Burnsville.
That's it, Burnsville, looking good. Keep pushing it.
Then we have a group of runners from Eastview in the back of the pack here for the boys. There you can see the leader in the girls round continuing to pull away from second. We can kind of see the distance here from first to second. So you can see as she goes down the hill, and we'll wait to see here. Let's see where second place is. So we're waiting to see where second place is for the girls. That's roughly 600 to 700 yards of a difference now. Definitely pulling away as Cougars is in second, Eastview third and fourth. As they continue to pull away. We can see the golf cart and the first girl here in the lead for Burnsville. It's the varsity runner for the girls. Once again, this is the cross-country invitational here at Nicollet Middle School here in Burnsville. As you can see that she's finishing up her second of 3 laps now in a dominating fashion. She probably could walk this whole last third lap and probably still come away with the lead here. Once again, you can see the cheers on hand, or all the parents on hand cheering for their runners. Great turnout here on an absolute beautiful day here in Burnsville. And there we're back to second and third. Looks like Lakeville South now has taken the second place away as they ran throughout the trees. It looks like Eastview is now third and fourth as they're starting to pull away from the fourth position. Fourth is also Eastview, but still at least 150 yards back from the leader of Burnsville. As you can see, as she has now started officially her third lap. You can see as they're directing her where to go. A lot of the players cheering her on as she continues to pull away. There you can see the guys coming around here to finish their second lap. Burnsville still in the lead here. He took the lead roughly halfway through the second lap as they're finishing up their second lap right now. So we can now see the leader here in the pink glasses holding a strong lead of a couple hundred yards from second and third, also from Burnsville. Burnsville nowhere to be seen for the JV event, not finishing in the top 20 or in either the girls or the boys. That mainly being dominated by Eagan, Eastview, Minnetonka. But Burnsville dominating both the boys and girls here today in the varsity class. We can see Burnsville here finishing her last hill climb on the far side of the course along Nicollet Avenue here in Burnsville. As she completes the hill climb and starts the decline to go back into almost halfway through that third race, or third lap. So we can see the boys leader here as they are halfway through, or as they're approaching halfway through their third lap now in the pink glasses. We can kind of see their distance. Here's the leader all the way back, roughly 100 yards. Here is second and third, probably 150 yards, second and third. Also from Burnsville. So we're back to the girls' leader right now, as she officially completes halfway through her third and final lap. Here's the leader for the boys, finishing the hill climb and going back down. Prizes for the varsity. Top 10 get a t-shirt for winning the event today. Also get a plaque or a trophy for the top 10. As you can see, Burnsville and the boys leading as in second and third. Minnetonka is now up to third.
There's runners coming, Evans. Let's go.
As you can see, as she starts to complete her final run for Burnsville, as she follows the cart, and she comes closer to the finish line with a substantial lead of a couple hundred yards over second place. A lot of cheering here. We'll see her finish. So a time of 19:17 it looked like on the clock for her. A great time, as you can see, a big smile from her face. Handed that t-shirt. And as now we are finishing up the boys class, going around the very last turn, as now he is in the home stretch. It looks like he pulled away about halfway through that second lap. Burnsville second and third also for the boys. finishing just about 30 seconds or so behind the girls, maybe 45 seconds behind the girls. So made up about 15 seconds of time throughout the run. They started 1 minute behind the girls. So you can see the time here. He's going to finish at about a 20:25 as a fist pump up in the air. Gets that victory, gets a t-shirt, big smile on his face as well. Some high fives as we wait to see some of the other finishers. For the girls, this is for second. Looks like Eastview is taking it out, and it looks like, yeah, Burnsville comes home second. And fourth for Burnsville. Then it looks like girls in Eastview. And some of the other boys going around the course, and we'll take a look at some of the final finishers here. Thank you for watching South Metro Sports here on Burnsville Community Media.
Couple more coming through. Coming through.
Well, no, not for Burnsville. Sorry, 300 for others. Yeah, I mean, we have like 50.